Hi there everyone. I would like to share my experience regarding ethnic discrimination among churches in New Zealand. Don't want to say too much about the problems in the United States because I've never lived in the United States, and hopefully someone can share their experiences and give testimonies. I think the ethnic discrimination is a big problem in New Zealand, especially if I compare it to the secular university. I have never experienced ethnic discrimination in university, or I hardly experienced such problem in university, but I think this problem can be quite common in churches. I think in the so-called non-denominational churches, maybe it's the most terrible. Well, is it because they haven't got nothing to call themselves in terms of denominations, or maybe people are too uneducated, maybe educated in something, but not so much overall. I'm not too sure. But for example, in Pentecostal churches, even though they may not be well educated, but it's not as bad as the non-denominational churches in terms of the ethnic discrimination. The discriminations I have experienced, not necessarily on my own self. It can be something that I hear from other church members about what they say, not necessarily against myself personally, but towards other people. For example, I remember a nice, a relatively kind person, an ethnic Chinese, told me that I shouldn't go to any non-white churches or something like that, approximately, or maybe try to say refrain from going to non-white churches, something like that. To me, that's quite shocking. Anyway, I'll move on to the next one. What's the next one? Okay, yeah. There are also, for example, marriage restrictive recommendation. I remember a top leader. He's a white man. He recommended me to marry only Asian, something like that. Some kind of marriage restriction based on ethnicity or race. I don't know whether that's racist. To me, that's some kind of discrimination, because as I have explained to him, it should be more to do with the individual, because even among the Asians, there are lots of different personalities and so on, and same principle works for the white people. different Europeans or white people have different cultures and personalities, and I'm sure that the ways of doing things are quite different among different European countries too. Now, I would like to also share something more severe. On the 24th of June, the church that I went to somehow stopped giving sermon, but the pastor read some kind of redneck propaganda. And if I remember correctly, that magazine is called Herald of Hope, something like that. And it somehow promote Donald Trump. Personally, well, politically speaking, I think Donald Trump is one of my most preferable political candidates compared to maybe most, if not most, there will be many candidates, especially compared to Hillary Clinton. But the problem is that saying Donald Trump is promoting Christianity is kind of like ridiculous, right? Especially based on how he treated the Mexicans and maybe even the Chinese people and so on. And the American culture isn't that Christian nowadays. I would find that Samoan and Tongan culture, or even the Swiss culture, is more compatible with Christian culture. And Christian culture should be more into peace. I mean, militarily speaking, not necessarily intellectually speaking. So far, I think I would share that much information. If you have more questions, please comment and subscribe. Hopefully, I should make further videos to explain more. Thanks very much.